Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky are scheduled meet by phone this week to agree on a pilgr the Ukrainian city Oman as part of Rosh Hashanah. Diplomatic sources told The Times Israel on Wednesday. The exact timing of the meeting is still under discussion. A Ukrainian diplomat said last week that a decision on Ukraine's policy towards Israeli pilgrims is expected over the weekend, but that decision has not been made. Tens of thousands of worshippers are expected to travel each year for the Rosh Hashanah holiday. In August, Jerusalem authorities reportedly considered the Ukrainian ambassador Israel's threat that Kiev would close its borders to Israeli pilgrims Oman as unfounded, in retaliation for Israel's deportation of Ukrainians. The deportations concern the arrival of Ukrainians, whom Israel suspects of illegally planning to stay or seek employment, ostensibly as tourists, not refugees. An unnamed diplomatic source on Ynet news site was quoted as saying, "The threats of Ukrainian ambassador to Israel regarding closing of Ukraine's borders prior to Rosh Hashanah events in Uman have no basis. Those who are more senior than the ambassador in the Ukrainian government have made this very clear to Israeli officials." However, a Ukrainian official told The Times of Israel that there were people in Kiev pressing for an aggressive response to Israel. The official also said that a clear statement by Interior and Health Minister Moshe Arbel that Ukrainians will be protected would go a long way toward softening the Ukrainian authorities who wanted some revenge on Israel. Last month, an Israeli diplomatic source accused Ukrainian Ambassador Yevgen Korniychuk of inflating figures for deportation of Ukrainian refugees by Israel, claiming that this is not first-time ambassador has tried to damage good relations between our countries by creating a media storm. Speaking weekly in August, Zelensky, after receiving a report on how citizens were treated in foreign countries, said that the rights of Ukrainian citizens must be guaranteed, without explicitly mentioning Israel's name. The next day, Korniychuk made it clear that Zelensky's message was directed at Israel. "We will suspend our bilateral visa exemption agreements in accordance with the 7th article of the intergovernmental agreement," Korniychuk warned. While the Israeli government is mistreating our citizens who come to Israel in this context, it is unthinkable that we will do our best to host tens of thousands of Israelis in Oman with a high security risk and great logistical effort. There is an agreement between the two countries. In response, Arbel denied allegations of ill treatment of Ukrainians in cases where they are suspected of using their tourist visas work or settle illegally. The Immigration and Border Administration is working to prevent this, according its own legal mandate. Also Wednesday, the U.S. Embassy in Jerusale,